And we are recording.
Hello. Good evening, my lovies. I hope everybody's having a happy Wednesday. I just ate Chinese food by myself and it was magical.
I eat Chinese food for dinner too.
It was P.F. Chang's actually, so it's whatever P.F. Chang's.
Yeah, I had Pei Wei. I feel like they're very similar restaurants.
I didn't even have to leave my house, Uber Eats. So
there you go.
Yes, it was magical. Anyways, so we are doing housekeeping, Jen?
Yep, just
we didn't have our usual conversation.
Yeah. Yeah, just I guess if you have promo codes, use them.
Yeah.
Team training. Want to talk about that for a second?
Yeah, that launched today. And if you guys, I know a lot of you did team training, the Coach Academy, but we revamped it and got like a lot of information from how the top coaches do it. So that's how we did it. So if you guys feel like you're weak in one area or you could use some pointers, just watch the video. The longest one is the one that I did on social media. It's 13 minutes. So that's the longest video. Otherwise they're between 5 and 10 minutes. So if you're doing laundry, just like I was doing laundry before and I listened to Jen's video and the Sprint to Sparkle group, use times like that to listen to these videos. Like you don't have to like be sitting in front of your computer. You can, listen as you do things to try to really utilize your time. In the car too, that's another good place to listen. I listen in the car to a lot of things.
In the shower?
Huh?
In the shower?
How do you get it loud enough?
What?
How do you get it loud enough?
Oh, I have a speaker.
Oh.
Can I ask a question about the new coach training?
Sure.
Yep.
So I know you wanted us to go through it. Do you want us to like comment like where it says new coaches introduce yourself, like us to introduce ourselves?
You don't have to do that. I just kind of want you guys to go through it so that you have an understanding of what it is your coaches are going to be learning. But also, I think it's important for you guys to give us some feedback. Now, I don't necessarily think you're going to have any, like, in my opinion, I don't think there's going to be any constructive criticism because when Stephanie tells you we got a lot of info from the top coach, it's literally the training that the top coach in the company does. So I'm going to really hope that you like it because obviously it works for them. And then Steph and I just redid the videos. But if you have constructive criticism or something that you think needs to be added, like I want to hear that. So like I would love if you guys maybe went through and put some comments or on the assignments or something just to kind of start it so that the new coaches feel like they're not the first one,
Yeah.
You don't have to do the whatever you want to do. Steph, do you care? I don't care.
Because it'd be nice to hear from newer coaches. Jen and I have been at this for a while, so maybe there's actually information in there that you guys, you scramble for and you don't know how to do certain things or whatever. And maybe that's something that we can add. So it's always good to have like another set of newer eyes on it to help us. So that would be fabulous.
Yeah. And then, like I said, I challenge all of you guys, try to get 2 people in there by next week. That's Emerald if you're not Emerald yet. 2 people. You can do that. I've enrolled 2 people in 2 days. You can do 2 people in a week. I believe in every single one of yous.
I do.
Yes. All right, cool.
Fantastic.
What'd you say?
That y'all are so fantastic.
Well, yay. I'm so excited. Guys, this is a real freaking treat that we have tonight. Alyssa Taflinger is a coach on our team, and she's going to share with us a little bit about what she's learned in this short time that she's had as a coach that I think is going to be super valuable. Alyssa, I know there's a few people that are going to watch this recording too, so I am just excited to have this as a resource to share with our team. So with that being said, I'm going to mute myself and all you, girlfriend.
Okay, I thought I would start, because this is how everyone starts their team calls, is start telling their story. So I'll tell mine. So I met Jen at a sorority thing. She's good friends with one of my sorority members, and she had been asking me for a while to join Beachbody, and I always kept saying, like, no, like, I do my own thing, whatever. But I wasn't really honest with myself. Like, I struggled in high school with weight, and then when I came to college, I put on, like, so much weight, and I don't know, I just couldn't do it on my own. And so I finally was like, I told Jen, and like, I did study abroad in like June or something, and I was like, Jennifer, like, make me sign up in whatever month. And she's like, okay, I'll reach out then. And then I ended up signing up. Fell in love with the programs, obviously, like all of us did. And then Jennifer had been asking me to be a coach for a while now, and I kept saying like, no, like I don't know enough, like this is stupid, like I can't do this. And then finally did it. And honestly, like before Jennifer asked me to do this call, because I had asked her if I could help out with the training and all this. So she asked if I wanted to step up and lead the call. And my first thought was, there's no way. Like I've been a coach for only a few months. Like I'm not like that successful yet. But then when I started sitting down and thinking about what I know, or what I've learned, there's actually been like so much. So that could be encouragement for all of you, is to think that even if you haven't had success quite yet or as much success as you want, like you are learning and making progress. That kind of led me to what the topic we're going to cover today is short-term work and long-term mindset. So how many of you guys have been kind of frustrated like with asking coaches or inviting for coaching or challengers and all of that? You can just like raise your hands because I think you're muted. Yeah. Yeah, no, me too. And I think what's helped me the most is having this like long-term mindset, because I started out really frustrated, but I kind of like realized like we're in this for the long haul. Like this business takes time to develop. So having just that long-term mindset of having a long-term business could like stray us from not putting in the work now. So it's like a balance between putting in the work now, but also realizing that this does take time. So let's take a look at like the future mindset. So we have to look at like the Jennifers, the Stephanies, the Loris, the Heather Shipleys, which I'm in love with, and all that. And so looking at like diamond coaches or 15-star diamond, or looking at that, like those are our goals. So like the things we'll be doing then, like leading teams of coaches, managing challengers, talking to the masses, having like way more followers and all of that. It's like way different things than we'd be doing now. So like if those are our big goals, we kind of have to look at what we need to do now in the short term to get there. So ask yourself, are you setting up your business now to reach those long-term future goals? So I kind of like made a list of stuff that I do each day or do regularly to set up my business now to reach those goals. So like, I think first and foremost, it's developing habits of success. So are you working out every day, or whatever your program tells you, whatever your body tells you, whatever it means for you? Are you showing up daily on social media? Like Jennifer talks about this all the time, like even if it's just from your bed saying that I haven't been on social media, but this is why. Are you sending your invites? Are you doing your professional development? The things that we've heard over and over and over again, like those are going to set up your business for the long term. The second one is keeping and maintaining relationships. So if you haven't learned by now, this business is all about relationships, then I don't know what to tell you, because it really is. Like Beachbody is all about creating those relationships, bonding and connecting, relating to people, and seeing how you can help best like serve and help them. So today I made like the biggest mistake possible. I didn't take my own advice. Like I was reaching out to a coach, and this girl, she posted a transformation picture, not through Beachbody. And I messaged her. I haven't talked to her in like years. And I was like, hey, like loved your transformation. Go check out my team in my coach info page. I didn't like ask at all, like, how have you been? Like, I just was like so invested in me and like my coaching page and wanting her to sign up. I forgot all about it. And of course she was like, I don't know, like, I don't really want to do that. So definitely like keep in mind that keeping and maintaining those relationships is something that we have to be doing now to have future success. And like for doing that, you kind of have to find a process. So I use Excel. So I have all my people in a list in Excel, and I have like the dates of when I reached out and invited. And it makes it easy because I can put it in ascending order and see like if I'm looking for a name, I can find them super easy. But I know a lot of you use pen and paper or like a mix of both Excel and pen and paper. So you just got to find what works for you, and keep in mind that that's like keeping and maintaining relationships is something you have to do. Let's see. And even like technical things. So I created a Google Drive full of all of like, here, let me list these file names. So I have a Google Drive. It's titled My Coach Team, which I don't have yet, but I'm setting up my future business for success. Pre-challenger stage, so like welcome emails, invite emails, all that. Running challenger groups, serving current clients, social media planning, and success tools. So I'm already populating those files. So like on the Beachbody website, like there's all these resources for success. Like I've saved all those files and kind of read through them, and like Jennifer and Stephanie's Take Back Your Morning, I saved all of that to my file, so I can do that in the future. I can like redo that when I'm running my own team, and like even our challenge groups, like I've saved all those files, and I even wrote down all of your guys' posts, because like when we're leading our own teams, we don't need to start from scratch. Like Jen and Stephanie have created all of these things for us, so we can build off from that and use those resources to help us. And then another thing I thought of is we should be looking at our weaknesses. So it's great that like I've learned that like I've learned a lot through this business, but I have so much to learn. So like if you're looking at your future goals, looking at what work you can put in to reach them, you kind of have to look at what do you struggle with now and what's like hurting you from reaching those long-term goals. So like for me, I think it's I am pretty genuine with inviting, but I think I can do a better job of like not caring so much about like the money, or like, well, I don't care about the money, but like not caring about so much as selling the challenge pack, but like actually like helping people. And I need to be bolder with inviting coaches. So does anyone want to like be vulnerable and share their weaknesses with this business?
I'll go ahead and say something, because I'm like, I like being busy, but sometimes when it comes to like taking on the role of being a coach, first of all, I'm not super assertive. So I feel like when doing it, I just went on a whim. Like, if you can ask Jennifer, I literally wasn't thinking about that. I was just going to sign up as a challenger. And she was like, but do you want to coach though? And I was like, sure. Like, I was like, I'll do it. It's fine. It sounds cool. And so like me going into it, I'm like, oh yeah, like this is cool. And then when I started talking to people and getting all these different like feedback, and like I kind of like realized, I was like, dang, like this is kind of hard. Like I wasn't not saying that y'all's job is easy, but like when I'm viewing you guys on Instagram and stuff, it's like I'm just seeing what's there, and I'm like, okay, they're just working out, they're chilling, like they're living their best life. That's cool. And so I'm thinking, oh, it's gonna be that easy. And then I did it, and I'm like, these people actually say no. Like there's no yeses. Like it's not like yes, it's time. Like, and that's something that's hard for me, is one of those things I needed to realize, was that people will say no to you. And I'm not used to that, because I'm like a very like open person. I'm like, I have friends and like all this other stuff. So I'm not used to people telling me no. Like I've gotten every job I've like applied for. Like it's one of those things, like you have to realize people are going to say no. And it's not because of you. It's either they're holding themselves back, or they literally have like, they might have a pretty damn good reason. Because some people, their reason, I'm like, whoa, okay, yeah, I understand. Like, because those people who are like workaholics, who work like 9-hour days, like I get that. So like part of me is like, since my market is like college kids, I always get I don't have money, or I don't have time. And like that's something that I like learn to try to relate to them and be like, listen, like I feel you on that, because when I first started, that was my excuse too. Jennifer will tell you all day, I am that example of someone who always said, I don't have the money to do it. And like one of those things is like I try to preach to them, like at the end of the day, you are choosing you first, and that's something that is up to you, and that's your decision. I'm only here to assist you and be there for you and support you, but that is up to you, and I can do all that I can on my end. But at the end of the day, you have like, it's something I had to realize was like, people are gonna say no, and some people are gonna be like, you know, just like turned off by the entire idea. Yeah. And like coaching invites, I'm gonna be real, I've never sent one out till like this week, and I've sent out like 10. And that's because I've been so scared, and I'm just like, I can't do it. But then I'm like, all of my team is thriving, and like I'm over here like so I was like, okay, I'll send them. And like I've sent like a few of my video links, and like I felt good about it. And so like part of me is like, I usually do stuff that benefits how I feel and like will make me grow. And so like me doing this, I know I'm like, okay, people are saying no now, or they could just not be watching my video. I had 3 people leave me on red, not even answer yes, I want to see the video. And like I had to like learn, like, listen, don't take that to heart, because you poured your heart out, and that's all you can do. So like I've just learned not to take it to heart when people say no. Like it's not about me, it's just they're saying no for other reasons. So
you need I'm telling you, I'm going to throw it back to Alyssa in a second, but I did my video for objections for our coach training, and literally everything you just said is everything I say in the objections training. You need to go watch the objections training.
It's because we're twins. We're meant to be.
But I'm going to go, you asked for people's weaknesses in the business. I'm going to talk about something Samaria said. I used to not, and still don't, fully talk about the coach opportunity well enough. I don't present what the coach opportunity is fully, I think. Like she said, she didn't have like the full understanding of it. So I think that's definitely my weakness, is really having people understand how much work the coach opportunity is. And I think I have done much better with that recently, but it's definitely been a process to get there for sure.
Yeah, those are great examples. And with Samaria, but like both of your weaknesses you just named, like I wouldn't call them weaknesses, like areas of improvement or whatever, like both of you have already realized it and already made steps to correct them. So that's awesome. And I know in your video today, in the Sprint to Sparkle one, you even talked about that. You said you need to be doing this. That's really cool. Yeah, so basically, like, if we're not doing these things and like all the other things we've talked about in the short term, there's no freaking way we're going to be successful in the long term. So like, even though you are creating this like long-term goals and realizing it does take time to reach those goals, like you're not going to reach those goals without doing these short-term things. So like, if we look at Jen as an example, like she just had her 3-year coach anniversary, and like she said she didn't start putting in work till January. So like she goes through these 4 things every day, but even since then it's still taking her time to like build up her business and all of that. And like 3 years, like I kind of picture it as like an exponential curve. Like she's like reaching at the top of the curve where it's just going to go like exponentially crazy. So like it takes time to build it up at the beginning, but doing those things will build it up, and then it will start like spiraling from there. So like if we look at the comparison of goals for each one, so like short term, we're working on getting challengers, working on our own journey, developing our own routines and all of that. But long term, we're going to be like running our challenge groups, leading our own team of coaches, being a leader on like our mother team on like Flawless Empire or anything like Jennifer's doing now. So like I try to think like, how can we reconcile like the short term putting in the work and like our long term mindset of goals? And I think it really comes down to having like a balance of urgency and patience. So like we need to be really urgent in creating and like putting in the work now and like doing all the things like every day, making sure we're doing that, but like being patient. So like if someone says no, or we really thought they were going to say yes, like being like, that's okay. Or I don't know, just like realizing this stuff like takes time, and it takes time to develop ourselves into coaching leaders. And it takes time to develop, once we have teams, to develop our coaches into coaching leaders. So yeah, put in the work now, but realize that even if you don't have success right now and you're doing all of these things, success like will come in the future. You just got to keep that in mind. I know that me and Taylor were just talking like a week ago. We did a power hour together, and is she on? Yeah, didn't know she left. We were both saying that we were having trouble, like everyone keeps saying no, and it's only been like a week and she's gotten like so many people to say yes already. And like she just said she's about to get a discount coach to sign up. And that's like a prime example of someone who's doing all the things and like who maybe like was struggling at first, but she kept at it and now she's having success right now. And I know Samaria, you always talk about how you struggle with inviting to coaching, but you've already sent invites and people are interested. Like that's awesome. So yeah, you guys like, you are being urgent, but still keeping patient, which is really good. And I know, so I'll share an example from today. So this morning I thought I would go Emerald tomorrow because one of my challengers texted me and said that she wants to do discount coaching. And I was going to sign my mom up as a coach. And then I'm about to go inactive tomorrow. And I was like trying all day to get a challenger, and I just can't do it. I'm still going to try afterwards, but I don't know if it's going to happen. But even if I don't go Emerald tomorrow because I'm inactive, or even if whatever the case may be, I don't go Emerald for another week, like that doesn't mean I get discouraged. Like it means I either like work harder and figure out like what else I can be doing for my business, or like reevaluate and see what's not working. Like why didn't people say yes to me today? Like am I not building enough relationships? Like are my invites weird or whatever? Like there's always something we can be doing right now that's not working, instead of like saying like I'm doing all the things, like this is frustrating, I'm getting discouraged. Like, there's always more we can be doing, and keeping in mind that it does take time. So moving forward, I encourage all of us to kind of like think about our coaching journey for the long haul. Like, I feel like Jennifer did a really great job of like finding coaches who are in it for the long haul, and like all of us I feel like are, and like really care about all of this. And so when we're doing that, maybe like we can think of like our short-term goals and then also like our long-term goals. And like I have a sticker that says I'm a diamond coach. So like, what does that even mean for me? Like what can I be doing like right now in the short term? Like I have a business tracker, which I do and all that, but like what does that mean for me personally for my business? And like for the long term, like I don't know if I want to do this full time or whatever, but like thinking about my goals for the long term and thinking about what we can be or what I can do as a coach right now to set up myself. And like thinking if you want what coach you want to be in the future and not taking any shortcuts to get there. And I also like was thinking about this, like we have to be careful not to compare ourselves to others. So if we're thinking about this long-term mindset and like we see other coaches kind of having success before us, even though like we're putting in the same amount of work, like that's okay. Like if you're thinking about this for the long term, like you will have success if you keep doing those things, but it's your journey at your own pace. Like don't compare yourself to others. So put in a lot of work now to reach your goals, but realize like it does take time to build your business. But the more work you put in now, the more urgent you are, the faster results will come. So even if you're not, final thought, even if you're not like reaching these goals now, like keep in mind, like if you are putting in the work, you will be successful. So just keep at it. This team has like really great things coming their way. All of us are putting in the work now every single day. So stay consistent. Don't get discouraged. And we're going to be okay. We're going to be successful.
Can I just tell you how incredibly proud I am of you right now? Like, I can't even put into words how amazing that just was. As someone who has been in the business for literally, like 4 months now, maybe? I don't know. I don't remember when you signed up. But that's so important. And you hit all my pain points as a coach. Like everything you just said is everything I struggled with when I started this business. It's everything Stephanie struggled with when she started this business. Stephanie and I have watched coaches come in and blast off, and we have been through that time where like, what are we doing wrong? I think there was like a 6 month period every time Stephanie and I got on a Zoom call, we went, what are we doing wrong? What is it? What are we missing that makes us so not X person, this person, this person? And I think it's finally coming into clarity for us now that it's not that we are missing something. It's that we're different people. We're different leaders. We're different coaches. We attract different people. And the thing that I love most that you said was that this short-term goals for a long-term mindset, or however you worded it, when you're doing the things in the short term and building a steady progression, you are much more likely to hold that progression. It's just, Stephanie says this to me all the time. The slower you lose the weight, the easier it is to keep the weight off. Okay. So I compare it to that in my head. Like the slower I build to diamond and build a stable AF diamond, the less chance I have of dropping that diamond, right? I've only dropped my diamond once by my own mistake, something stupid on my part for volume, right? So like, that's what this is about. Like build a stable diamond. Don't look at these people who come in, go diamond in a month and then drop it 12 times. Because let's be honest, do you want that? No, I mean, I don't want that. I'd rather have a stable diamond, right? So Alyssa, I'm like shaking thinking about how amazing that just was and how proud I am of all of you. Seriously. And the last, like, I'm going to cry. I'm just going to stop. You're just amazing. And thank you so much for doing this and leading the call. And Stephanie, you're unmuted, so I feel like you want to say something. So go ahead.
So I was just going to touch on a few things that she said to kind of elaborate on it. So you had talked about the transformation post, Alyssa, when you saw somebody with it. Oh my God, you guys, transformation posts for people who aren't already coaches are my favorite. They are like a huge opportunity to talk about the coaching opportunity because I always, comment. Usually it's on Instagram. I see it. And I'm like, oh, you know, great job, girl. You look awesome, blah, 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 whatever, like comment on whatever they said. But if they talk more of like a body positivity, then I'll talk about that instead of weight loss. So then I'll message them and I'll be like, girl, that post with your transformation is freaking awesome. You look great. Like if she didn't say what she did, I ask what she did. And then I'll say, you're already inspiring so many people. Have you ever thought about doing what I do as a coach? Because now you would get paid for inspiring people. And most of the time they're interested. Not everybody has said yes, but most of the time they're interested because you're already putting it out there. Like I used to put my fitness journey out there all the time before I was a coach. I was like a gym rat. So every time I went to the gym, I'd write my little inspiring quote about why I was there. And that's how I became a coach, because Amber, my coach, was like, dude, you're like doing this all the time. You should totally be a coach. You'd be so good. So I always take that opportunity. That's like the golden opportunity right there. Okay. And then Alyssa, I know you said you saved a bunch of your stuff, like a bunch of stuff that from groups, and then you save people's posts. If you ever need a guide, just ask Jen, like any of you guys, just ask Jen, just ask myself. Like we have a ton of guides. We have a ton of free guides. We have grip, like we have so much stuff. Don't waste time that you could be inviting doing these things. I need to update the team page. I'm looking at what Jen's writing. Okay. You know, sometimes we do forget to put stuff in the team page, like new guides and all of that. So, you know, if you see something and it's not there, just ask. We're not going to say no. And even if it's me, I'll be like, here you go. Like I sent Samaria some meal plans I had. Okay.
You haven't even sent me those meal plans.
No, I sent them to you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
See, forgot to put it in the team page. Fair. I'll write myself a note right now.
Yeah, I do have to post them in the team page, I guess, under the challenge group, guys. They're in my challenge group file section. Okay. And then you said objections. When people start giving you objections, you need to start digging, because a lot of the times it's very surface level. So the money, the time, or, you know, those are like the two biggest excuses. But if somebody says, I don't have the time, you say, girl, I completely feel you. I thought I didn't have the time too. But what I found was that it wasn't actually that I didn't have the time. It was that I wasn't making the time because I was watching Netflix, or I was wasting time doing this, or blah, 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 like whatever it is. And when you start digging and finding out if that's really the reason, a lot of the times people are finding out what the real reason is, because you're like a therapist helping them try to figure out what the real reason is. You know, he says, is that the story you're telling yourself? Or, you know, it's so easy not to make yourself a priority, but it's so vital to make yourself a priority, you know, especially as like a student, Samaria. It is so vital that you're in a focused mindset, that you're feeling good so that you're not falling asleep in class, that, you know, you're healthy, because then you're not missing class. So it's like all of these things, when you start digging, you really have a reason to show them the value behind it. You know, even the money, like, okay, so what does your week look like as far as eating goes? And, oh, well, I buy lunch at work every day. Boom, right there. Or, you know, they're wasting money on Starbucks, or they're Dunkin' Donuts every day, or whatever it is that maybe you can find a way to say, hey, if I could show you how you can actually save money utilizing the shake, or save money with that gym membership, would this be something that you would want to do? Or, you know, for coaching, Samaria, these people, I don't have money. I was the same way, but I started coaching and now I have the money because I coach.
I texted Jennifer when I first got paid, and I was like, is this right? Is I supposed to get this money? And she was like, see that? I was like, you're right.
It was so funny. Alyssa did the same thing, though. She's like, my paycheck is way more than I was anticipating for $14. No, maybe it was Anna Marie. Someone did that with me, and I was like, that's a team. No, it was definitely Anna Marie because it was $14. I was like, that's a team cycle bonus. This is why you're Emerald. Oh, my goodness.
And it's why you build your team, to build your volume so that you cycle.
I'm going to be transparent AF with y'all right now, okay? I don't talk about income. I don't talk about numbers, but I'm going to be transparent right now. My highest team volume bonus to date is $54, okay? My team volume bonus tomorrow is $180 something, okay? Think about that for a minute. Team volume bonus, that is not me selling a damn thing. That is y'all working your butts off and me helping y'all work your butts off and building a team. That's why you build a team. Team volume bonus. Boom, boom, boom. Okay? I don't talk about money, but I feel like, I don't know, for me, if I would have heard that, I'd been like, damn, that's more than double. Holy shiznickel. So I'm excited about that.
And those are discount coaches too. So don't.
What'd you say?
That's discount coaches as well. So it's a combination of active coaches and discount coaches. So, the discount coaches create volume for you. That's what they're good for is consistently creating volume for you and staying active so that you keep your emerald or you keep your diamond.
Yeah. Discount coaches are great. Well, Alyssa, do you have anything else you'd like to say to kind of finish the call up, or are you good?
I kind of finished this already, but I want to say it again. Like, I'm honestly like so proud of all of you, and I'm like so inspired by all of you every day. And like, even if I don't feel like showing up daily, like I see all of you showing up daily, and that like encourages me to like keep in mind that I do have to put in this work if I want to reach my goals. So thank you guys all for doing that.
I just love you. And I also love the partnership that you and Taylor have built. Like, I can tell that you both are truly blossoming from having that partnership. Samaria, same thing for you and Raven. Like, I can see it happening.
I'm motivated till I talk to Raven. I must be real. Like,
there you go. Anna Marie, you and Natalie, you guys are going to get it together, and you guys are going to do the same thing. And I'm so proud. I'm so, so proud. So I feel like a mom. Like, I feel like a literal mother of all of my little hens. And I'm very proud of you all. And just keep up the hard work. Alyssa, you want to take us out of our call the same way we always end our calls? You want to start that train?
Yeah, does anyone have any shout outs? I can start. I gave her a subtle shout out. I have a larger one for Taylor. Like, you literally have killed it this week. Like, literally the definition of consistency showing up, and it's like finally you're having like amazing results, and that's amazing. So way to go.
I'm gonna shout out. Sorry if it's loud in the background. I couldn't go anywhere else because the lobby lady was like, "Ha, you're being too loud on your conference call." I was like, "Sorry, I'm trying to make money." Anyways, but I'm gonna shout out Jennifer because literally yesterday, I don't know why this just blew my mind, but we were on was it yesterday? Yeah, we were on like a call with Raven, and we were like working and all that stuff, doing our power hour or whatever. And she was like, okay, I'm gonna get these coaches, I'm gonna sign up, okay, whatever. And then I get a notification freaking like not even 2 hours later, and then she was like the little emoji, and I'm like, bitch, how did you do that? I'm over here like no, and then like over here she's like killing it, and I'm just like, this is like, I'm on the right team. Like, I'm like, if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be as confident as I am today. So, and that just blew my mind. I don't know why, like, that little emoji just, like, I was like, and I literally responded, I was like, didn't you just say?
Listen, y'all, I'm telling you, speak them goals into existence. Listen, do I think I'm going to sign up another coach before midnight tonight? Hell no, but I'm going to try my damnedest. I'm going to get off this call right now, and I'm going to work my booty off. I'm going to text this dude back and say a challenge pack's $160. Sign up right the hell now. Thank you. Goodbye. Listen, so I appreciate that. And I'll just continue the train. I want to shout out Stephanie. She is working her booty off to build her team and to get challengers signed up and to do this coach training, all while momming it and just crushing life. So shout out to you, lady.
Thanks, girlfriend. And I'm going to shout out Alyssa because she has stepped up. Jen and I talk about you guys, not in a bad way. So she tells me all about everybody and how fabulous you guys are doing. But Alyssa stepping up, and she had texted me, and she was like, oh, Alyssa, would you care if Alyssa ran the call? And I'm like, no, let that girl shine. If she wants to step up, that's awesome. So great job stepping up and really pushing for your goals, because when you really start doing that in this business, it really, really starts to pay off. Like, the hustle starts to pay off.
Yay. Anybody else?
I was gonna shout out Alyssa for running this call because that is amazing. And also shout out Anna Marie for getting back in the routine. I know it's like when you get out of the routine, it's so hard, but she jumped back in it this morning, and I'm so proud of you.
Getting up this morning was like at first literal hell. And then I like got back into it and I was like, this is my life. This is my routine. Like I'm back to normal. This is
5 a.m. club, man. It's the bomb. It's where it's at. It's where the magic happens.
So if I'm not up tomorrow, text me.
Well, I'm not in the gym. Okay, you meant Taylor. I was like, I ain't in no virtual gym at 5 a.m. You best believe I'll be sitting my butt at this computer right here.
Taylor and Lori are up in that bitch.
Yeah, that's true. I'm so proud of all of you guys. Seriously, like you show up every Wednesday for this call. You show up every Wednesday. And I cannot tell you, like I was talking to another coach today and it was like, oh, I should have posted a team call reminder like 2 days before my call to remind everyone. And that's never once crossed my mind. Like the thought of having to post a team call reminder more than the day before is like, I don't have to do that because you put it in your calendar. You don't plan things for Wednesday night. You are home on Wednesday nights. You make this a priority. And I'm so incredibly proud of you. If you're watching this recording and there is a legitimate reason why you're not on this call, love you, peace, love. Thank you for watching the recording and making the time to do this genuinely because I get life happens. But I'm serious. It's a business meeting and you obviously are making it a priority. You are consistently on these calls. And that in itself shows how committed you are to your business. So I'm genuinely proud of you.
Sitting here in practice on this call, like
yeah, girl. Yeah, you are. Every Wednesday you're in that practice on this call.
Multitasking. I'm like, listen, trying to learn dances. It's fine. You can do it. It's fine.
Yep. Listen, and I'm going to point out this one thing since we have 2.5 minutes left. I'll make you listen to my voice for 1 second. Listen, I didn't get to talk tonight. I'm just kidding. Okay, so here's what we're going to say. Anna Marie signed up a discount coach named Kelsey. She's also got another girl. What's her name? Sarah? Mm-hmm. Sarah, who's going to sign up and actually coach?
Supposedly.
Okay.
I talked to her today and she's got some external things happening.
Okay, but that's 1, 2. Look at her go. Taylor's about to sign up a discount coach and she's inviting to coaching every day. Alyssa's about to sign up a discount coach and is inviting to coaching every day. Samaria is inviting to coaching with a freaking coaching video. I want you to think about that for a minute. This team is about to like blow up times 2. If every person on this call puts 1 person in the coach training, we have doubled. We have doubled in size. And that is pretty freaking awesome. I think about the days that it was Stephanie and me and Anna Marie sitting on these Zoom calls, just the 3 of us, and it makes me so emotional to think of where we are now.
Just me and Jen, too.
There were those days. There were definitely those days. Those days for a long time. But we have less than a minute, so I love you all.
Yes, thank you for showing up.
Take a picture. Taylor's taking a picture. Smile. Hopefully I'm not dark AF. I need to get better lighting. I hate the apartment living. And I will see you all on Wednesday.
Good night, ladies.
Bye.